What's up, YouTube? This is Zach with Team Dreadnought bringing you Pinot Noir deck profile from the new V-Clan selection? Collection?
I think it's collection.
Whatever.
Yeah, who knows?
We start off with the starter. It can be any starter. I feel Grenache is for Nairo, so I'm using the boy Night Kid.
It's my namesake.
Yep. We have 4 Heal Guardians. Heal triggers, Heal Guardians. I am just doing the Heal Guardians. 20k shield could be nice because Greed Shade adds a card to hand, so it's just a 20k shield to hand, but it is what it is. Then we're playing nothing but crits for Noir's ability, which I'll explain when I get to him. You got 12 crit, with 4 of them being the Sentinel crit. The Sentinel crit because draw triggers on Noir, plus milling, plus drawing. It's just a bit much. Some cards in here draw cards and whatnot, so I feel like this just adds a bit more pressure to Noir. Then we play 4 Sea Strolling Banshee. I don't know if she's a new card or not. I don't recall. But when she's placed on Vanguard, you search your deck for a card and you discard it. Pretty good. Pretty good card to set up for almost anything Grand Blue wants to set up for. Then she has another ability that when she's done boosting an attack, or when she's done attacking, you can mill the top 2. There's a trigger among them. You can sack her to draw 1 card. Yet again, just drawing cards, which is why we don't want to play the draw PGs. We have another card that draws cards, and that's 4 Ripple Banshee. Ripple Banshee is just when she comes out from the drop, Soul Blast 1, draw 1, and she gets 4. Not a lot of cards actually call too much in this deck from the drop, but the ones that do, I'll explain when they get there. Then we have 4 grade 3 searchers. You're playing 5 grade 3s in this deck, so you want to find them as much as possible, especially Noir. Noir is probably the only one you want on Vanguard Circle. Plus, he's got the freest ability to get +5, and that's like 3 or more cards in drop, or 5.
So what is it?
It's like 5 or cards drop, and he gets 5.
I thought mine was free for just soul charging a card.
Well, that also works for writing, so yours is kind of free. And then we have 3, which I made up to 4 because I love this card, Negro Bone. He has the ability from the drop zone to pitch 1 card from hand, put him from the drop to the bottom to call a grade 1 or less. But if you have 10 or more cards, you call any grade instead. Now, this is fun because he's not a hard once per turn, so you have him in drop, you pitch him, put him to the bottom, call something, then you can do it again with the 1 in drop. You can get consecutive calls. It's pretty good. I made up into 4. I kind of like them. Starting off with grade 2s, we have Thin Mist Banshee. Thin Mint, as we call her, because we have problems. She is, when she's called by a card's ability, she gets 10k. So by Negro Bone or any of the other grade 2s I'm about to show you. And then when she's sacked by your card's ability, you draw 1 card. That's going to come up with this right here, being Pirate Belle Pinot Blanc. She has the ability, when Noir attacks on Vanguard, you counterblast 1, sack 1 of your rear guards, and you call her from drop, and you draw 1 card. Then her other ability is Rearguard or Guardian Circle. She can't be attacked, so you have to retire her by abilities, put her to the bottom of the deck, bind her, etc. But she also gets +5 shield per 3 trigger units in the drop. Her shield gets pretty fat. I like it. I've used it a lot of times. Her ability allows Grand Blue to have a good form of multi-attacking, as Grand Blue is just so known to do nowadays. Plus killing Thin Mist with her, you get to draw 2 cards. Then we play 4 Pirate Swordsman Columbard. Pretty much a 4 of in almost every single deck. He's Vanguard Rearguard on place, counterblast 1, search your deck for a card, and then discard it. Then you can call 1, and his is a hard once per turn. He's good. He's good. He's a 4 of in every single Grand Blue deck for a reason. He sets up all your plays. You can get bells in the drop. You can get the grade 3 I'm going to show you soon in drop, and you get to call 1 for free. So if you call Thin Mist, you get 10k. Call the other Banshee, the Soul Boss one, draw 1. He's good. Then we have 4 Greed Shade. Greed Shade is Vanguard or rear guard. He gets power +5 if there's 10 or more cards in drop. Then his other ability is when he's placed on rear guard, you pitch one card, and then you, from your drop zone, you grab a card that's not grade shade and add it to hand. So that's really good, because this is where I say you can probably get away with running normal heals just because they're 20k. You can grab a 20k shield, or that, or you can grab your Sentinel crit. You know, he's just a really good card. Get you a lot of defensive options from the drop, or just something you want to call. Then we have the one of grade 3, which what Columbard or Sea Strolling can come into to get him into the drop, and that's Undead Dragon, or is it Dragon Undead?
Dragon Undead.
Dragon Undead Skull Dragon. He's pretty standard in almost every Green Blue deck, about a 2 to 3 of. I play him as a 1 of because not a lot of cards call in this deck, so he's not as useful. You can't call him from your hand. He gets 2k for each card in drop. Mm-hmm. And then at the end of the battle, he's on attacking, you kind of just sack him. So he's a good big attacker that dies next turn. Sorry, at the end of the battle. So then you can keep calling him out with things like Columbard or Negrobone, which is why I want to try upping Negrobone to 4. He's really versatile, good beater. But since the deck's not revolved around calling from the drop like most Grand Blue decks are, 1 of is fine. Then you have the grade 3. I forgot his name. Young Pirate Noble Pinot Noir. He has the continuous ability on Vanguard only that all of your front row units get 5k power per 3 triggers in drop. They went this route because, no idea, but I like it because his other ability is a once per turn when Pirate Bell is played. You can Soul Blast 1, and then you mill the top 2 cards of your deck, and any triggers that are milled from that activate. So you have the potential to get 4 if you're really lucky, or, you know, 1 if you're semi-lucky. It's a real feels bad when you don't mill anything off the top, and then you go in for your attack and you still get nothing, but that's just the risk you run. That's just what the name of the game is. He's good. The rear guards can get very, very beefy, and then like combination with this guy, that's just even more beef. But it's good. It's got all around everything you really want in the deck. It's got multi-attack. It's got hand advantage. You can activate triggers multiple times. So it's what you need. It's what you want. I recommend it. This has been the Grand Blue deck profile for Pinot Noir. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more content, and stay tuned for more.